5 for contact.
The following program is for adults only. Parental guidance is suggested. In other words, we're gonna be fucking swearing and talking about fucked up shit. Get your goddamn kids away! Leave me alone!
It's time for Batman Then and Now. We give a scenario and tell you how different Batman will handle it. Today, sharks. Then...
Robin, hand me the shark repellent spray.
And now...
Robin, get the bat shark repellent laser sword, now!
Tune in next time to Batman Then and Now. Cult of Contempt wishes happy birthday to Lindsay Decker, our super fan. Actually, she's kind of our only fan. Thanks for listening, Lindsay. We'll keep the lights on for you. Hey guys, this is my pal Lindsay. She's a funny person who loves animals. I think she's a catch. That's not what this is about. Her birthday is this Sunday, and she's asking people to donate to support the West Milford Animal Shelter. WMASS has been around since 1976 and is renowned as a top-quality and very unique animal shelter. They have a distinction of being listed as a must-see shelter. Here's what Lindsay had to say. She was a volunteer for a while.
I was there for a few years. I really enjoyed my time there. I made some lifelong friends, and I learned a lot about animal husbandry, changed my outlook and the way I deal with animals on a daily basis.
If you're friends with her on Facebook, find her link, donate a few bucks. They also take donations of cleaning supplies and food. Go to the website. Don't make me play sad Sarah McLachlan music, because I really don't want to freaking do it. Happy birthday, Lindsay. So it's Pride Month, and I thought, what says Pride Month more than 3 dumb white guys sitting around in a living room doing a podcast nobody listens to? As luck would have it, I got approached by some missionaries. So here's what happened. I'm Jim. So just so you guys know, I'm recording the audio of this just to share with some friends. And I just have some questions about your church, faith, and modern times. Is that okay?
Okay.
All right,
sure.
fair enough. All right, so...
So we believe that gender is eternal. We believe that, you know, what you were born with was what you were in heaven and who you will continue to be. We continue to love the person, but we haven't ever changed that stance on the LGBT, that community, and so it's eternal.
I don't know. I feel like if somebody says, I want to be a woman, and they're not bothering anybody, who am I to say that they can't be?
Actually, I have friends that are members of our church that identify as homosexual, and just because maybe that's not a stance that I necessarily agree with, it doesn't mean that I have to love them any less. They're still my friends, right?
Okay.
And it's their choice.
You guys should give yourselves some credit instead of just relying on God all the time, because you guys seem like really nice people, and I wish you the best of luck in all your endeavors. But I'm gonna have to pass going Mormon, or excuse me, Church of Jesus Christ, Latter-day Saints.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Keith Richards. Jim, thank you for the Tide Pods.
Get your free Cult of Contempt Tide Pod at an event near you. Stay tuned to Facebook for details.
Inquisitor is looking brutally with an inquiry. It's time to name the asshole of the week soon. Cult of Contempt. Cult of Contempt. Cult of Contempt. Wednesdays at 8:15.
What's up?
Here we are, the cult of contempt.
This is a rare evening. Like, I have never seen Paul. Paul is looking good. He's feeling good. He's all
Paul is not
energetic. I have not seen energetic Paul in a while. Look at that.
Wow, ripped again.
Sorry, ladies. He's taken by Phil's tongue.
So you haven't been having metal things going into either your pee hole or your butthole, and so you're feeling better? Is that
No, you know what? I got a colonoscopy.
Right.
And
they cleaned you out.
Oh boy, let me tell you about Thursday.
Just get the metal cock again.
You guys hear me okay out there in Wonderland? So I got to go. I went to the pharmacy to pick up this like shit. They give you this like big jug of this powder, and it's electrolyte powder. And the girl goes, "Oh, you know, we don't have the flavored one. Like, we can order it. You can pick it up tomorrow." I'm like, "No, I have to drink this shit tomorrow." I'm like, "Just give me whatever you have. I don't care."
Right.
So this stuff tasted like fucking sweat. That's the best way I could describe it. Like,
it was just salty.
Just salty water.
They have a product that they demo at Costco where it's like you're basically turning your water into Gatorade, but part of it is what you're talking about.
It was disgusting.
That electrolyte thing.
It was disgusting.
It's sort of I don't know, it kind of makes my mouth water, that taste. I don't know. I don't mind it. But
you know, I was going to save this stuff and let you guys drink a sip of it just so you could...
You should have. I'll drink anything.
Yeah, no, somebody threw it out. But,
somebody.
But, no, so I had to drink that. I was supposed to drink the entire jug. I ended up only drinking a third because the instructions said, like, once you're shitting clear, you don't need to take it anymore. Like, you're good.
Okay.
I didn't know what that meant until I was shitting clear. As you're eating your salad.
How does it feel to like shit clear? Do you feel like, oh, I am from the future, I am shitting clear?
No,
is it like
it feels like just piss is coming out of my asshole. Like I just shit water. There's just this yellowish water. And so then I was like, oh, good.
Shitting clear.
Good, I'm all clear.
So it's like you just like ate Mexican food and drank like a whole bottle of tequila kind of shit. Or...
It's like I fucking had food poisoning. Like the last time I had that happen was when I had food poisoning like a year ago.
It's like high PSI just spraying down.
I got out of both sides. Yeah. But
that's the best day. The day after is the day you start a diet. It's the best way to start it because you don't want to fucking eat anything anyway.
Well, you know what? I got to go. I went to this place in the morning, nice and early. And I'm all pissed off, and I haven't eaten anything solid in like days. I've been drinking fucking seltzer and coffee like a fiend. And I go to this place, and they're like, on the form, the questionnaire, why are you getting a colonoscopy? I just like lost it. The fucking doctor told me I didn't get a fucking colonoscopy. Why am I getting one? What do you think I volunteer to fucking do this? So I scrawled in big fucking capital letters, I shit violently 6 times per day. So they call me in there, like going over my shit. The girl's like laughing, she's dying. She goes, do you know what I'm laughing at? You know what I'm laughing at, don't you? I go, yeah, I know what you're laughing at. So, she goes, we fill out all this shit, and she goes, oh, do you want to give this to your general physician, like your regular physician? And I'm like, no, fuck him, he's a fucking asshole, like he pissed me off. She started cracking up again, like I fucking hate this whole situation. So then I get in, they're like, oh yeah, okay, take all your clothes off, put on this fucking gown, leave the back open, don't worry, I know why I'm here. So I do that.
Otherwise you're gonna have to take out a box cutter.
But she's like, leave the back open, wink.
Not really. So I do that. They ask you a bunch of questions. The anesthesiologist tells you a bunch of shit. I just ignored it.
Good idea.
Yeah. Went into the room, and the girl's like, all right, like I'm laying on my side in the fetal position, but I had the wrong knee, like I'm supposed to be the other way, so they have really good access to my hole, you know? And
she knows exactly what you're talking about.
She's like, she goes, no, move your hip towards me. And so I'm moving my top hip instead of my bottom hip. I'm like, I'm sorry, nobody's ever shoved a camera in my ass before.
A liar.
So then the anesthesiologist was like, all right, I'm gonna give you this. It's gonna put you to sleep. And I think I said some crazy shit as I was going down, like, fucking, like, I'm feeling this shit. Like, I felt like I was fucking kind of like floating for a second. And then I woke up. Honestly, I couldn't have even I wouldn't have even known that somebody put a camera in my asshole, except for the fact that everybody in the room was like, all, you know, they all
I think
knew.
one of the Cosby victims said the same thing.
Yeah, I could imagine that. But yeah, I just woke up. I felt good. Ate a bunch of shit.
Well, yeah.
But then I was on propofol.
The fuck is that?
That's the drug that killed Michael Jackson. And boy, was he onto something.
Yeah, is it like that?
Dude, I performed that night. I booked a show because I'm like, if I'm gonna, you know, go under and I don't come back, it's like, maybe people will go anyway and Bob will make some money. You know, like that was my thought. So I booked the Clash Bar, and the world met the debut of Propofol Paul.
Propofol Paul. That's kind of hard to say.
Me and Jeff and Sean from Devil in the Belfry played acoustic.
Nice.
And yeah, I made a lot of jokes about shitting and ass stuff.
Good.
Yeah.
That's what the people want. Give them what they want.
It was
ass
a good
stuff.
night. All my friends came out. I pulled a song out of my ass. I played an encore as the first act that was on. Oh, and also I have to say this. It's my other problem. We outdrew the fucking other bands that were on the bill.
Dude, you were a last minute
add-on.
What, 2 days before the show?
All the other bands on the show. Like,
holy shit.
That's bad. That's really fucking bad.
No, that's just a credit that you draw.
No, but I mean for the other bands, it's like, come on, like, you couldn't bring out 4 people, like you brought 0 people to a show.
Oh, so it was
like,
a late
how
night?
is
The whole night was like really late?
Well, no, I'm some of them probably came later, like, I don't know. I was pretty fucking banged up. I couldn't drink, I didn't need to.
Yeah, I didn't realize you were on drugs. That's why I was like, come by, drop off the records. You can have a beer.
Yeah,
great.
I'm like, I can't have
They're like, I can't have a beer. And I'm like, I don't know what's going on. He's probably on something.
No, yeah, I wasn't mad. I was just telling you.
I don't know. I always read texts like everybody's being a dick. Maybe that's why I'm so miserable.
I'm always being a dick. I'm always constantly being a dick.
Paul, you're always correct.
You hear different, because sometimes I read what you're saying in the voices you do. Because I remember I asked for it. I posted like, I'm on voice rest because I have to sing 3 sets. And you're like, did you ever try shut the fuck up? And I read it.
Did you ever try shutting the fuck up?
I read it in every one of your voices. Adam West, Tony Danza.
Nice.
Did you ever try shutting the fuck up?
And it was just like, and then I'm like at this party that I was bored at, and I'm fucking laughing in the corner. My wife's like, "What'd your boyfriend say?" And I was like, "Fuck you." Anyway, but
Another boyfriend?
no. She when I'm laughing on the phone, it's usually you I'm talking to. She Oh. I didn't even get that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm kind of slow. I'm tired.
No, you're fast.
I meant to go to your show, and then I dropped my fucking phone, and the screen cracked, and then I was transported back in time into historical. Because if you don't have a smartphone, you're not a person.
If you don't have a smartphone, you're a dumbass.
That's right. Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so
And I passed by the Harding Street like 4 times. I couldn't find where the fuck it was because I always used the fucking navigation to get there. And then I just went home in disgust.
I
got high and watched TV.
I'm sorry, man.
That's alright. I should.
the phone, yeah, not having the phone for 24 hours gives you anxiety.
I should have left earlier because I know how to get there from Main Street. I think.
Yeah, it's a quick right.
Yeah, it's hard.
That's what I should have done. But I was trying to do it at 46, and it was almost 9 o'clock. And you said it started
46.
at 9 o'clock.
It's
You gotta
right, and then
you gotta get on PJ, yeah.
I fucked it up.
Piaget.
Piaget.
I used to think Botany Village was like a nice village where there was flowers. And now I realize it's like a crime-ridden hellhole.
Is that those apartments now? They're wearing do not fucking park there, right?
Botany, huh? Yeah, selling weed, maybe.
Yeah, right. Oh, back to the cell phone thing. So, I'm at this show and I'm looking at, I'm checking out this guitar player that I really want to play with. He's a cool guy. We've known each other for years. And I'm like, so hey, what's your cell number? And he's like, well, I'm in between cell phones. And I kid you not, and I'm totally going to use this fucking guy. I just haven't gotten around to calling him. He hands me a business card to a paint store that he runs. That's how you get a hold of him.
Okay.
It is 2019. But isn't that kind of cool and mystical? That could be a good sign.
Yeah. I think he's just old school and is like technology.
That's probably a guy that doesn't fuck around.
Exactly. I think it's a good sign.
Yeah, I like that.
I had a couple of old guys come into my business today, and I'm like the marketing social media guy, and I was like, what's up? You know, we sell your pumps. We should do a social media thing. And they looked at me like I had 9 heads. I'm like, we can shoot a video, do something. Now they're supposed to send me a video, but yeah, some people are just not doing technology. Yeah. I know a lot of people that are not on social media, actually, too.
See, that's why I want to...
Maybe not a lot of people, but a few.
I want to start producing commercials for very small businesses for small amounts of money and just, you know, just...
Even if
it's like $20-$30 a head.
Even if you just produce a commercial for somebody to put on YouTube, it doesn't even have to be for broadcast. It's like to have some kind of video presence where people see you and what the fuck you're doing. Like, that's important. That's why I bought video cameras, so you guys could see us and what the fuck we're doing. And also, we're fucking beautiful.
I'd say, yeah, we're pretty.
In our own special way.
Yeah, some are more pretty than others.
You're kind of like you would get prettier if I got drunker.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my God.
Yeah, you guys wanted to do the gay pride episode today.
Yeah,
no, you wanted to do the gay pride episode.
No, and then in the feed, I just abused you. I'm like, oh yeah, we should out celebrities that are gay but don't come out. And Phil goes like, who? And I just said you.
That's pretty funny though.
Just to be an asshole. I don't know. I'm all about gay pride. So,
I'd like to hear some. Like, here's what I thought we could do. We could be like, you know, talk about how cool Freddie Mercury was and decent songs that Elton John wrote. And George Michael was a treasure. I wish he just sang for a rock band. I just think like.
Who's gonna hate on Bruce Springsteen? You know that song he has? I hate the queers.
He has a song called "I Hate the Queers."
Yeah, he's really fucking. He's like a white supremacist.
That's right. No. I heard it on Little Steven's Underground Garage. He was like, "This is the I Hate the Queers sessions from 1976."
That's the noise they make when they ejaculate.
I'm sorry.
Bruce sings about ejaculation.
I'm sorry,
I really
Bruce.
believe it.
It sounds like he's having a stroke.
Bruce Springsteen's become so far removed, people would just think you're doing somebody.
No, they know what I'm doing. They know exactly what I'm doing. That's what he does. He yells.
I heard his last album just did horribly.
Yeah, that was my favorite thing. Reading that article, it's like new Bruce Springsteen album falls short. It's like shorter than all the rest. I just sass him all the time. I sass the boss. He's not my boss.
Fucking one of my best friends, Dan, is like, Jim, this is the greatest Springsteen album there is.
Did he hand you
Nebraska? And he said he made it on tour with a 4-track by himself, you know, no studio, and he was just going to give it as a demo, and they said, it's good enough, Bruce, to use. And there was all this play up, this great story, you know, he made it on the road, and you've written on the road. There's some mystique to that.
I don't go on the road. I don't leave this fucking apartment.
No, I mean, but like back in the day, though, didn't you write all the zombie surf stuff on the road?
No, not really on the road. I was living at Bobby Steele's house for a while, and
I mean, those fucking songs are a treasure. They're the gift that keeps on giving for me.
Yeah, all right, so I'll explain this for the people that don't know. I was in the Undead with Bobby Steele. I lived at his house for a while, and they wanted to record a surf album or like surf singles. So I was like, all right. So for like, I don't know, a couple of days, I pretty much existed on Miller High Life and punk rock. Like, I would just start drinking Miller High Life at like 11 o'clock, sit, play some fucking drums, play some bass, play some guitar, play some pianos, and I wrote fucking in kind of, I would say a Miller High Life fueled romp. I wouldn't call it a slur because I was pretty conscious of what I was doing. I recorded like all these surf songs, and
But they had a horror flair to them where they could easily be.
well, I was going for like a little bit like the Munsters and like a little bit kind of creepy but fun.
But like those shows where, you know, a person dressed up in makeup is talking about a movie and you hear like bed music behind them. That's the music you hear.
Yeah, and I went for it like full on, just like whatever. Like if they want to play surf songs, like I'll fucking write surf songs. And then the crux of that whole situation ended with a song called Banshee Beach, which is out there. You can find it on Spotify under the Bad Hormones. Nice. And a conversation with that I drink too much Miller High Life. It's like, oh, what songs did you write, fucko? I don't know. Maybe I was kind of a cunt about it, but
So you're saying that somebody like had a rap battle with you and commented about your Miller High
no,
Life?
I had like
Or
fucking
your own
intervention like in my band.
Oh.
They're like, oh, we're concerned. It's like, you guys should be concerned with like putting out as much good material as we can possibly put out. Like, I'm all in with trying to put out as much good material as possible. So writing as much as possible, and like moving forward, like whatever we do.
I agree with you. That's one of the things I dig about you is, you know, and it's just and that's the way I want it to be, and I felt stifled the last few years.
I think it also pissed them off in a way that it's like, I'm sitting up there, and when I'm not writing surf songs or freelancing or doing whatever, I'm fucking recording solo shit and putting out shit myself that sounds better than what the band puts out, because I've been on this planet a lot less long than Bobby or whoever, because Bobby like mixed all this shit, but I will say that I've mixed more stuff probably than he has, like, and I have a much better understanding of how to like engineer and mix a record. I've done it for my band, I've done it for other bands. I do it all the time. Like, it's something that I fucking love doing.
So did you just walk in the band practice and it was just like an intervention?
No, well, I lived there, so we practiced every day, which was good because we sounded really tight.
You had like a mansion or something?
No,
it was just like a regular house?
Yeah, it's a house. Yeah,
I don't know, just
a steel mansion.
I don't know, maybe.
It sounds like he's Tony Iommi.
And I'm super grateful that they let me crash there. But it was like a mutually beneficial thing.
Mm-hmm. And they were like, motherfucker, you're drinking all our beer, or motherfucker,
no, I was buying my own beer
all the time.
I was buying my own beer, and you know, it's like, I don't know, I just wanted to push the band forward as much as possible. And for me, it's like, I don't know, my idea of a good time is chilling out, smoking some weed, drinking some High Life. If I'm gonna write songs about, you know, inspired by surfing, like, that's what I'd be fucking doing on the beach. And I came up with, like, you've heard them, what is it, like 10, 11 songs? They're pretty good.
You know, it's funny, I've only used 3, and I've been saving the rest for my other project.
I don't know. They're online somewhere. It's like Monster.
You gave me everything.
Wave.
It's Monster Wave. I thought there were 10 tracks.
I'll post the link to my discography on the chat at some point.
Nice.
Like,
all right. Yeah, I think people should check out your stuff. Which reminds me, like that split that you did went over really well at this local bar that plays vinyl.
Stashes, I heard you talking about that. Yeah,
last week, and I thought
thank you, Allie, for playing my shit. I really appreciate it.
What I didn't realize is I didn't realize that all the songs I'd listened to that record. I always listen to that record like really 2 a.m. after the Clash bar, and I'm like woo. Mm-hmm. And that record's on. I didn't realize there's 3 other bands. And what's really funny is one of the bands has their band photo, and they're on a brick wall. They look like they're in fucking Aunt Alana's backyard. And I actually sent it to them and said, I don't want to alarm you, but this band took their picture in your backyard, and Aunt quickly wrote, oh, I'm the guy in the mask. But yeah. So I'll have to get those records off.
So you think that they were jealous of you because you were such a prolific songwriter? I want to understand.
Because I can kind of. Well, the whole breakup is like this. Like I was playing bass is like physically. Playing drums is physically the hardest thing for me to do. That's fucking out of the question. But playing bass is like exhausting. Like both hands, I get fucking. I call it cripple hand. Like after a while. Yeah. And you know what fucking stops it is drinking a beer. Like, if I drink beers, I could play fucking bass for 5 hours.
Right.
If I don't, I could probably play for, what did my set last? Probably 30 minutes, and I think for the last, like, 2, I was all fucked up. Like, I wasn't even playing chords right. I was fucking up because I was hurting so bad.
Oh, my God.
And my hand was, like, all, like, stuck in, like, a weird way.
That's the arthritis?
Yeah.
The guitar doesn't do that, right? It's just bass?
Well, the guitar does it, too. If I play acoustic, I'm playing power chords. And I busted out a song at the very end of the night. I busted out a song that everybody requested that I haven't played in so long, and it's like one of the songs that's probably the hardest to play. It's like there's like 13 chords in it. Like it's like my fucking magnum opus.
I was just gonna say that.
It's my Citizen Kane.
Is it your Bohemian Rhapsody?
It's my Citizen Kane. But like. I don't know, playing bass sucked, so what I was trying to do was get them to either A, let me play rhythm guitar and sing some of the songs that Bobby didn't want to sing, or B, like, I'll just come and sing some new shit and fucking whatever he doesn't want to sing, and have like a front person for a while, because we did it at Tompkins Square, and it was fucking, the response was fucking awesome.
Awesome.
You know, like we played Halloween, we played I Got Your Number, which is a song I wrote, and like, it was fucking great. Like, people loved it. The response was like unbelievable. Awesome. And Bobby didn't want confusion about who was like the singer for the band, but he told
That's
me
an age-old conflict. Yeah.
Well, but he told me back in the day that his original idea for the band was to have a singer that wasn't him. So I was kind of like, it's in the back of his mind, like that was his OG idea, and he wanted Stiv Bators to be the singer, is what he told me.
Right.
So I was like, and I've been compared to Stiv Bators by like people that knew Stiv Bators, which I always thought was cool. So it's like, all right, like maybe I'll try and like do that, like I think that would be good for business. Is it necessarily what I want to do? No. Is it necessarily what he wants to do? No. But is it a good fit for a lot of people to pay attention to something because something really cool is happening? Like a dude that can actually sing and hit all the fucking, like we played Halloween, I can hit all the fucking notes in Halloween really fucking well. Like shit like that, like it was a good fun thing to do, and it could have been huge, but I don't know, I guess egos flared and then I kind of just, like, I'm just a dick, like, I don't know, I always, what's the word? I always love to add insult to injury. Like, I just can't help myself.
I've done that, yeah.
Oh, I do it so much, and like,
the text chain that ended the disasters, I went too far.
I have no ill will towards...
That's big of you to say, though, man.
I have no ill will towards Bobby, Diana, or Leon Dead. Like, I love them. I'm proud of them. They got the guy to replace me that, like, I wanted. Like, I think I told Diana, I'm like, yeah, if I'm never not in the band anymore, I'm like, get this guy. I'm like, this guy's fucking, he's the shit. The guy Tristan, I love him. And the other kid, Joe, it's a funny story with Joe. I started a band, like me and him, we were gonna do the band Hormones. Or he was gonna play the band Hormones. And then the Undead heard, like, oh, he got this guy for the band Hormones to play drums. I know Joe isn't like a great drummer, but he's better now. But the Undead like fucking like got in touch with him and was like, oh hey, you want to play drums for us? So I was like, yeah, you should do it, man, do it. And then they told him like, yeah, you can only be in one band. So like, I wasn't even mad. I was like, okay, that's cool. Because like, I don't know, I kind of knew that was gonna happen, and that's why I didn't call like someone else. Maybe that makes me a dick. I don't know.
I don't think so.
So you sort of set them up to have a bad drummer?
No, he's good now. He was a kid, you know. He was like
they were trying to steal him away, so really they're the dicks.
Nah, they're not dicks. They're cool.
Yeah.
You know,
there's a fine line with the pilfering,
listen,
but
I really, if anything, it's my whole thing with them is negative reinforcement. Like, if they were doing something that I thought was as cool as when I was in the band, like I would be all for it. I haven't heard anything where I'm like, wow, this makes me want to be a fan again. You know, like
right.
And it's true. Don't meet your heroes. It's like pretty depressing. Like I always think, like actually no, Mr. Jim was cool, but I don't know. I love those guys, but like
I don't know, man.
I think I'm past it. Like I think if they didn't strike while the iron was hot when I was there, like there's no reason for me to like revisit that. And like I've written a lot of stuff, like I've been critical of them or whatever. Like I love them. I mean, at their core, I don't want anything bad to happen to them. I just think they should fucking up the ante, you know.
To put it in rock and roll perspective, Ted Nugent's hit song "Stranglehold" was not sung by Ted Nugent. It was sung by this guy St. Holmes, Mark St. Holmes. I forgot. Just a sideman now.
John Holmes.
John Holmes. No, John Holmes was the porn guy.
Yeah, big dick.
Yeah. Oh, big cum shots. Jesus, like scary.
Back to John St. John.
Right. Yeah. The thing was that he and the Nuge always had a problem, but the Nuge brought him in to sing that song because he couldn't sing it.
It's
and then,
business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just like, but some people aren't very gracious about giving the spotlight. A guy like Alice Cooper, who's, you know, late in his years, he showcases his side. There's a whole documentary about it.
But dude, Alice Cooper also isn't that talented. It's like, without...
It's mostly persona.
Yeah, Alice Cooper has no fucking range.
Anymore. No, he hasn't.
Baby, if you wanna be my lover, you better take me home.
Like, it's anybody could do that voice.
It's about the style, man. You know, Jello Biafra sounds kind of annoying to some people, but other people love him. You know?
I don't know, like, so you're saying he's like a one-note guy?
No, I'm saying that he has a couple things that he's good at, and he became friends with Rob Zombie and started doing music kind of like Rob Zombie. It was kind of cool, but it's like, it's not as good as fucking Rob Zombie. You know, like, he's
not as good as Spider.
He's very reflective of the time that he's in, which I always think is cool. Is that he constantly reinvents himself, and like, when that heavy, like, Rob Zombie style shit was in, Alice Cooper was like fucking all in with it, and I had like Dragon Town and like this and that. Like, I follow Alice Cooper's entire career, but there's always like 2 songs on an album, like this is really good, and then the rest of it, like if I never heard this again, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Do you hear that concept album where he's like in a mental institution and he's like talking to a spider?
Wait, what?
I don't know. I saw it in an interview. What's cool about Alice Cooper? We were talking about this last night. He met Elvis. He met Dali, and he was good friends with Groucho Marx.
Yeah.
Like, how many fucking people could say that? Like, those are, like, cultural icons, all 3 of them.
Yeah.
From really different generations.
And different styles and different, like, backgrounds. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I'd ever want to meet Dali, but I like a lot of Dali's shit.
Oh, he's amazing.
It's a little fucked up.
I would want to give Dali a power bomb and then spray paint my logo on it. Well.
You were never in the back for Dali. You struck me as a kid who chose the art class and not the music appreciation class.
I don't know. I liked all that shit, but
the elephants with the very thin legs and the fruit with fucking ants on it.
Yeah, make whatever weird shit. Like, I don't know. I never looked at a picture and felt any specific way. Really.
He did this thing in a film where he had these women and they were nude, and he arranged them in a way where their bodies made the eyes of a skull and their feet made.
He made that fucking awesome movie.
Yeah.
With the slicing up eyeballs.
Oh yeah,
Slicing up eyeballs. I want you to know. God, you're so groovy. Oh! You know what I'm doing there?
Yeah. The funny thing about Dali is one time they asked him if he was on drugs, and he said, "On drugs, I am drugs." And I love that line. But also, you know, they dug him up a few years ago because some crazy lady was saying that her mother said that she was the daughter of Salvador Dali, and if she had been the daughter, she would have inherited a fortune. Dug his ass up, and he's not looking too good. Did a DNA test. She is not the daughter, but his mustache.
What a judgmental prick! He's a corpse, Phil. Of course he's not
His
looking too good.
mustache was still intact. That was the point. That crazy mustache he had was still intact.
That's fucking great.
Right?
Dali.
I don't know,
I
like...
love saying it like that.
I do. Because that's how you would probably say it, right?
Dali.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like, I don't know, you're into douchey things. Morrissey.
I'm only into Morrissey.
Anyway,
the more you ignore me, the closer I get.
Alright, that song I kind of like.
Well, this is the gay pride episode, so I'm doing Morrissey.
Is this the gay pride episode? This is a shitty gay pride episode. We're gonna wear rainbow flags. I was gonna dress you up like Freddie Mercury. I was gonna dress like gay feminist.
That's just queer cultural appropriation.
Yeah. All right, you're right. Yeah, we can't do anything douchey. But all right.
Plus, you're almost putting your arm around Phil.
Yeah, if anybody supports the LGBTQ community, is Jim Cook.
I do. I defend them all the time.
Huge supporter.
What do you mean?
Loves anal. Loves dressing up like a woman. What
do you mean them?
Loves all those people that we love in the LGBT
why do they need your
community.
defense? What are you, their white knights?
Jim is their white knight, literally and figuratively.
I recall a couple episodes ago, you remember the Gay and Lesbian Street Alliance.
No, it's not the Gay Street Alliance. That's my tag team. That doesn't exist yet.
I'm telling everyone, like, why would Paul do a gay episode?
Straight Alliance. Not a gay street, a gay straight.
Like,
yeah, Paul's in the Gay Street Alliance. GSA, that's what I fucking spray paint on motherfuckers after a powerbomb. GSA. The Gay Street Alliance.
You're dancing around in the streets like West Side Story.
How do you solve a problem like Maria? Is that what that's from?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But that's
Krupski,
you know the
you're just like Officer Krupke. You ever see that Curb Your Enthusiasm?
Yeah.
Larry David.
Larry David.
Genius. Hated Seinfeld. I love Curb Your Enthusiasm. I think it's the greatest show.
Because it's more curmudgeon-y.
Yeah. He's so miserable. That kind of shit happens to me like all the time. Where it's like I foresee a problem and then somehow I end up right in the middle of it.
See, but that's the thing. Like, I think that's us feeding our monkey mind. And what we need to do is, if you're worried about a result and the result happens, and then that gives you a reason to act out righteous rage, you have to kind of flip the script and not let that event happen. What will be, will be.
I roll the dice every day. In a different way.
Right.
And I have not hit the jackpot.
But do you think that you get sucked into these situations, or do you think that you somehow subconsciously worm your way into these situations that are dangerous or worse off for you?
I think all of us are capable of being, creating our own problems, but then the universe is it's fucking fishbowl.
I had an existential crisis today.
Yeah, existential crisis.
Myself. I thought,
do you need a hug?
No.
It's the gay pride episode. We need to hug at the end.
Now I see.
Everybody listening, do you want a hug at the end?
Text message that we all suck each other's dicks or something.
I was just kidding.
It's good, shut up.
No, if he said yes, he would have been all in, and I would have just been sitting here.
Did you really think I was going to say yes?
No.
I was just kidding. I was like, what are we all gonna suck each other's dicks or something?
Oh my god. Dude, I just like to think of Cult of Contempt as, we're the voice for the little guy, the underdogs.
Oh,
we're like Spider-Man Homecoming, the little guy.
I like that.
And,
You know how they spelled coming in that movie?
Homecoming.
Well, I recently learned today, or the other day, that during the Stonewall Uprising, that the police were in cahoots with the mob. Did you ever hear this? And they actually
No, they would never. The police are on the up and up.
To try to suppress the uprising. There was a lot of dirty dealing going on back in the day. I think that's horrible. I never heard of that. The stone, the Stonewall.
The queers.
In New York City, it was the gay community.
Yeah, all these.
I think it was a club called Stonewall. Wasn't someone killed there by the cops or something?
There was some incident, and there was like a fucking riot.
They had an uprising, and they said we've had enough, and then it was one of the things that ushered in gay and lesbian and LGBTQ rights.
Why do they keep adding letters?
Well, it's actually LGBTQI now.
Jesus Christ.
Guess what the I stands for?
I'm not sure.
I don't know.
Intersex.
No,
LGBTQAI.
Lesbian.
Asexual intersex.
It was so funny to listen to this Mormon have to say LGBTQ, and then she couldn't do it. She was like, "That's community."
Yeah,
it was fucking nuts.
Oh,
but like,
the queers.
Oh my god.
I wish I was there. I wish these Mormons.
I wish you did the interview, because my interview skills are rusty as fuck. I realize I haven't interviewed since I did Fairlawn Creative Cable 1997. I haven't conducted. Like, I guess I did a little interviewing on this show, but not like that, not like investigative. Because what I wanted to do was not be a douche about it and have an honest conversation, but they weren't willing to. And then, I told them podcasts.
I would have invited them in to smoke some fucking weed.
No, she found me on Facebook.
What?
Tried to friend me. I told you this. I've been sending you messages about this for months.
I know, I'm feigning that I don't know so that you can tell the story.
Oh, yeah, okay, alright.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna say her name because I promised them I wouldn't get the names of
What's her name?
but I was calling her Anna and that was wrong. So we'll just say Anna. Yeah, Anna. She was really sweet and really cute, and I watched videos of her, and she's like, "Let's talk about our family." One of those girls that's always smiley all the time, and then you just want to.
That's how they get you. That's
and I'm like, all right, and I'm like, okay. So it's like at the time, my profile picture had the black eye, the fake black eye, and the kiss on the cheek. And I noticed ever since I put up that picture, I've been getting a lot of strange friend requests. And that was
you're a battered man.
Yeah, maybe. I don't care.
He needs Jesus.
So I asked them about that. There's still material on there that I'm gonna stretch out and reuse. We eat all our food on this show.
Wow.
But
we don't waste anything else.
So I just wish I had the balls to be meaner to them, but they were just so sweet and sincere. But then after listening to the audio, I got mad at myself. I was like, they're softening to get you in the door. And once you're in the door, fuck you, you can't be queer. That's my theory.
Oh, yeah.
I have no proof of that.
It's marketing.
And then the other thing is just like, I spent all this time doing this.
You should infiltrate them and try to have sex with as many guys.
Guys?
As possible.
Why guys? Even just having sex with the girls would be...
Okay.
But, I don't know if I'm allowed to do that for journalism.
Have you ever heard the docking they do in the Mormons? They don't actually have sex, but they just put it in.
I thought it was soaking.
Oh, soaking might
just
be another
tip?
term.
They play JT.
No, they put the whole thing in, they just don't move.
I don't know.
What is that?
Ever since the whole thing's been happening.
It's called tantric sex. I learned it from Sting. No, Sting, not Morrissey.
I can explain to you about that.
No. He had that song that was on the car commercial. A dreamer. Yeah,
Doesn't his wife and him have sex for like hours and hours and shit?
That's the tantric sex me and my wife have.
Tantric sex is bullshit. It's a lot of fucking foreplay. It's a lot of fucking foreplay.
Yeah,
it's about feeling that level of.
Well, there's edging. That's the one thing.
Is there edging?
Yeah.
What's that?
That's like
is that when you bring yourself to the edge, but then don't come? Is that why it's called edging?
If you do it several times in a row, you have a very strong orgasm at the end. Women do this very commonly too. And the other thing is that as a man, if you have strong muscles down there, you can actually hold back an orgasm and last a lot longer.
Yeah.
You have an
I know what that's like.
Well, it actually goes into your bladder, I think. But
I don't know. I can't hold it back.
I had protein in my urine.
Could be.
Anytime, every time I come, I know it's gonna be like 3-4 minutes before I'm getting a sandwich, so I just get it out.
No, you gotta hold that shit out for as long as you can. I always went into sex with an approach like, I gotta make it as good for the broad as I can. Because it's like, I don't know, it might be the last one, and I don't want to like die with like somebody being like,
oh, that guy was a bad leg.
Horrible. Yeah.
But that's why cunnilingus is such a wonderful thing, and if you're good at it, they already come, so you can do whatever the hell you want on your half. So everybody wins.
Well, every woman is different too. Like some they want to come before penetration, others want to come after penetration.
Some can't come in penetration, some can, some are innies, some are outies. It's a very complicated thing, the vagina. So we should show it a lot of respect.
Absolutely.
I mean, why don't we make this the Vagina Pride show?
No, well, this is the Gay Pride show, but we're all straight, so we don't really know about, I mean, we know about our own penises, but I don't think we know about many other penises. So we know about vaginas, though. Collectively, we know a lot about the chotch.
But lesbians do too.
Yeah.
Okay. So while we're on the subject,
have you ever dated a girl and then she became a lesbian?
Yes. No, actually,
I knew that was gonna be a yes.
She was a lesbian before I dated her, though. I was like the straight guy speedball.
I know she's a lesbian.
No, because I've done both. I dated a girl that was straight, and then she became a lesbian after, and then she dated a Filipino guy, and is probably a guy now. And then also, I hooked up with a lesbian that became straight, but then I don't know if she's with chicks, so maybe.
Yeah,
I need a ruling.
I have another word.
I need a ruling. Okay.
Too.
Broke up with a girl, and she had a party at my place that I was fucking paying the rent for. And she made out with chicks at that party and made it a point for me to find out that she made out with chicks. She didn't become a lesbian per se, and she was kind of a churchy to begin with, so I was surprised. I think she was doing it to get me back, because she tried several times, and yeah, it was weird. And one time I was like picking up stuff, and she was with her boyfriend, and she's like rubbing his cock and then looking at me while she's doing it, and I'm like, all right, I'm out of here with my G.I. Joes. And have fun with that.
She wanted the two cocks.
She probably wanted to be double parts, James.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure she did, but
yeah, no, I never do two dicks at the same time.
That's just awkward.
Yeah, it's weird. Like that. I don't want to be slapping hands. Unless it's like my best friend, because me and my friend are supposedly penis twins. We always call it twin cobras. We spell cobra with a K. It's like, what's up, cobra? You know, we text each other. Because apparently we have the same cock. But we've never like compared. But then I think like one day we'll just be hanging out and like, I don't know. Somebody will be like, I heard you guys have the same cock. We'll be like,
how did you guys figure out that you had the same cock?
Because we banged the same girl, and she said that to him.
Wow.
Was she a reliable witness?
I don't know. I also think, too, the penis grows with time. Like,
does it?
Mine, definitely. I probably grow like an inch a year. My dick.
I never measured
that shit almost hits my knee now. I don't know why.
It's efficient weights you're putting in it.
I did a devil's through. I don't regret it, and I kind of did my own thing.
Did you look into each other's eyes?
No.
And slap hands?
Nope.
Eiffel Tower?
Nothing.
See, that's the only reason I would want to do it. Yeah.
The girl was really smoking hot. Yeah. The girl was really fucking smoking hot, and I did not want to miss the opportunity. So I just sort of like, okay, flip her around, okay, good night. And then I went and banged my girlfriend in the next room right after that.
Wow.
That was like, it was my birthday. I turned 23. That was like the best sex day of my life. And not only did I have sex with that girl, I had sex with her twice after that. So I came, and I had masturbated that day. That was my 4-cum day.
Wow.
Galeotto and I used to slap hands over that stuff. How many times today? I don't know. But when you're in your 20s, you got all this extra cum, you're swelling with jelly, as they say on Futurama.
I am now. I think it was my 22nd birthday. I was at, maybe my Yeah, I had my 22nd birthday. I was at a bar and I ran into my patrol from when I was in first grade. And I thought, I'm like, oh, I always wanted to bang her. Like, I always thought she was hot. And I fucking ran into her, second grade rather. And we were like bullshitting. Like, we were kind of friendly. Her and her friend ended up back in my apartment. And my fucking patrol, like, blew me.
Nice.
She was like a couple years older than me, obviously. But I was like, I texted people from grammar school that day, like, guess who just blew me? Like,
nice.
Like I was in fucking grammar school and I could text back then.
Wow.
Yeah, it was awesome.
So she was your patrol?
My patrol, you know what that is? Like,
crossing guard.
They basically they were like in the room. I thought of them as pieces of meat when I was in second grade. I'm just looking like, oh, hot patrols, like look at them all.
So some woman who hurried you along when you were
she was she was like a sixth grader when I was in second grade. So me, mentally, I'm on the same fucking level as her in second grade as she is in sixth. I just have a little fucking stupid second grade body. So I wasn't hot till I was 22, and she looked at me. And she's like I was kind of jacked. She's like, man, you got like a man body. Like, she was like grabbing me and like, you guys want to come hang out like in my apartment? Like the bar's gonna close. And then,
nice.
Yeah, it was a good night.
The best I ever did was 2 chicks at the same party. It was earlier in the evening. There was one fine young lady where we had beautiful, lovely relations, and then there was some crazy ass fucking sex later on that night with a different gal. So that was pretty cool.
But you never had 2 chicks at the same time?
Never had 2 chicks at the same time.
You gotta try and pull that off.
Still got time.
Yeah.
Still got time.
That's where it's at.
That's where it's at. That's where it's at. Baby.
Darling, I'm kidding. One chick at the same time is awesome. I like that. Most of the time. But 2% of the year, I like 2 chicks at the same time. That's my average.
I was at a pool party that got a little wild, and I made out
Clumsies in your pants?
Oh, there were no pants. It was right in the pool.
Holy shit. You jizzed in the pool?
He did. And fucking Beefcake was banging some girl whose boyfriend was at a fish show on a raft in the background.
Oh, boy.
That's not my story to tell, but I'm a dick.
That's alright.
It was just this really fucking crazy party, and I swear to God, somebody laced our weed because everybody was acting weird that night. It was weird. There was something.
They probably laced it with awesomeness.
Yeah, really.
And
everyone's getting laid.
Nice.
So I was like making out with these 2 girls. It was like a try makeout, and I had my finger in 2 vaginas. I feel like William Tell with his fingers in the dikes, you know.
Okay.
All right, terrible joke. I'm sorry.
No, I
like to lift them above my head. Like the ultimate warrior.
Displayed it to all.
Yeah, I go.
But the problem is,
on the fire escape.
Sex in pools is dumb.
Yeah, no, it's just
it's not a natural lubricant one, and like I don't know, water is kind of my kryptonite. Like I'm not that I'm you know.
I can make it work.
I don't know, like
you should never fuck in a pool because there's just so much bacteria, and then you're pushing that shit into a broad snatch.
Not to mention the chlorine can't be good going on.
Oh no, that's great for the snatch.
I get your pH level.
And now it's time for Dr. Paul.
Who's the asshole of me?
Who's the asshole?
Are we at the end already? Jesus.
I mean, I don't know. It's like 9:09.
Okay.
I mean, we're not at the end, but. I was, we say in the theme song, we're gonna name the asshole of the week soon, and it's not soon. It's like an hour goes by.
Okay.
And I feel like I'm lying to you all, so we should.
We could always change the theme song. And
I am the asshole.
Give it a more Morrissey.
You're the asshole of the week. Why?
Because not only did I break my stupid phone and I have to get that replaced, but this morning I was using some wonderful shampoo that's like tingly in your scalp, and then it got a little bit in my eye, and I freaked out, and then I knocked over the huge bottle and bruised my fucking toe. So then I've been like limping all day, and people are like, "Oh, what happened?" I bruised my fucking toe with a shampoo bottle.
I would make up a better story.
I need a better story than that. I don't have anything.
I have toe AIDS.
I have toe AIDS. I've been fucking dirty people with my toe.
Yeah, I've been towing people. Do you know what that is?
That never. I don't even think that's remotely erotic. I mean, what if the guy has a long fingernail? That's gonna cut up some lips, man. That's not good.
Yeah, I like growing my fingernails and just grabbing the cervix and just throwing it around. Three-fingered Joe. I just go right in. No, that was my dad's Alcoholics Anonymous friend. Okay. He had like this crazy friend. I guess he's not anonymous anymore. But his name was like Three-Fingered Joe. And I remember meeting him. My dad's like, "This is Three-Fingered Joe." And like a stupid little 5-year-old asshole, I asked, "Why are you Three-Fingered Joe?" He's like, and he like lifts up a hand and like, because when I was a kid, me and my friends emptied a bunch of M80s into a bottle, and then I lit it and it blew up in my hand, and I lost 2 of my fingers. That's why I'm Three-Fingered Joe. This guy's like a fucking pirate. Like all my dad's AA friends, like they look like they came off a pirate ship. But that was the one I remember.
An AA is like for me.
Three-Fingered Joe.
But he's not my asshole of the week. I hope Three-Fingered Joe is alive.
I'm sure he's doing great.
He probably is not listening to the podcast. His name isn't Santos or Mary or Thomas or Kimberly or Courtney or
that
Lindsay.
reminds me. Santos said that Dolly had a cookbook apparently, so it has recipes
cockbook
and psychedelic pictures in it. And I want to get that cookbook. Anyway.
Who's your asshole of the week, James?
I'm gonna have to go Tim Lansvogel. Like he's obsessed with me, and like he's really
rivalry.
Well, he keeps poking me like he's trying to get my attention. It's like, look, I've been in bands with assholes. His bullshit just rolls off.
You know what I always say? You don't tug on Godzilla's tail.
Yeah.
You don't tug on Superman's cape. Okay? And Tim,
oh Jesus,
you're tugging on Superman's cape.
Well, what about this?
Here's the problem. Okay, so first it was the challenge. I could be better at you, Mr. Do. What he didn't tell me was he owned the video game for 5 years. So this asshole wants to win at things that he knows he can win, because he's got some sort of self-esteem issues and a wire crossed. So now he wants to have a punk off with me, but the only punk we can ask questions on are specific punk bands that he approves of.
No, that's not right.
That's bullshit. Just go with Wikipedia.
No, you know what?
All right, you're gonna have to answer a fucking Green Day question, dickhead.
No,
you know.
Listen, you can have 2 people on your team. You know, you don't go into that alone. You get 2 people on your team. He doesn't have 2 fucking friends, so fuck him.
There you go.
Oh, so we'll make teams, but then he'll be like, "Oh, I'm calling you out, Jim Cook, because blah blah blah."
I don't give a fuck, dude. I'll pull off his head and shit down his neck.
It's okay, baby. I don't need you to fight my battles.
I played Duke Nukem 3D for so long. I know how to do a violent fatality, Mortal Kombat, all the while.
It's just that, like, I have things.
I don't care.
I have things in place that, like, Spring Flings, live band karaoke. He tried to shit on that. And then I have my band fights game that I play with my friends from high school. We talk about music. And he had to shit on that because he doesn't like my choice of things. But that's the whole point. You have to choose between 2 things. They may not necessarily be the things you thought of. And then, we have a talk. And if you're going to take it all seriously and it's just like, he's like sending me pictures of go-go records, like, this is your punk collection. Like, does he want me to send pictures of my real punk collection? And if he did, why doesn't he just ask me?
You know what you should send a picture of is your ass.
Yeah, that's what I would have done.
I sent a picture of it. I see, I don't...
Do you ever look at your own asshole? Do you know how to do that?
Yeah.
Where you just go do one of these, spread it, and then like look in the full body mirror. I used to do that in my stand-up, and it was funny to people.
Nice.
I'll do it for this show too.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't know. His competitions are off because it's a waste of my fucking time.
Yeah, who cares? Okay,
Yeah,
he
like,
looks
fuck
like
him.
the guy that only tears down. Like you're creating something. It takes more energy and intelligence to create than destroy. So if you're just gonna be a Debbie Downer and just
I'm a Debbie
fucking
Downer. You're just describing the guy sitting to the other side of you.
No, I'm saying Jim's creating.
I know
shit,
Jim.
and this
Jim is
guy-
creating shit like a god,
Right.
And I am tearing it down like Satan.
All right, God,
and
let's
you're
stay
all
separate.
purgatory in the middle of us.
Yeah, that's
Is that how you describe it?
That's
This is
interesting.
the show, yes.
Before we leave, I need 3 records from you. I need a photo of the 3 of us. I need to see some sort of evidence that we're gonna have business cards.
Oh wow.
And I want to talk about taping our special.
Jim, you're all about business lately. How many fucking text
we have to
messages
go
did I
have a
get?
production meeting. So you know who the asshole of the week is? Jim, for making me have a production. I love you guys.
Love
We're
you all.
out of here.
Hey, happy birthday, Lindsay. I'll see you on Saturday.
Happy birthday. We love
Usually
you.
on the show I hate animals, but today I love them because we're celebrating your birthday.
It's 5 other shelters want us to advertise on this show.
We'll fill this apartment with cats.
I'll fill this apartment.
I'll fill this